This is Farthest Frontier, and I am so excited and happy to share this. It just came out maybe 6 or 7 months ago, so it's in early access. But even though it's in early access and they're working out maybe a few bugs here and there, I think it's a very polished game, and it has already become one of my favorite ways of spending time. So, you know me, I love to design and build cities or colonies. So this falls right in line with SimCity, City Skylines, Planet Zoo. So I'm really excited about sharing this. What I want to do, I want to get started with a new colony. And if you're wanting to just watch along, great. But if you're wanting to maybe start your own colony, I want to do kind of a long form without a lot of edits or without any edits potentially, where you can follow along with me as I build. Or maybe if you're just wanting something just to watch and relax, I'm happy to have you, just like with my other videos. And then I think I'm going to take this and I'm going to also do it in a way where this same gameplay is edited so it's a much more concise tutorial tips, strategies. Uh, but like I said, I'm really fond of this game, really enjoyed playing it. So love sharing this with you. Let's get started with a new settlement. You've got Pioneer, Trailblazer, Vanquisher, basically easy, medium, hard. What I want to do as we're kind of getting our feet wet, we're going to have lots of opportunities to deal with our colony being attacked by other people. We're going to have lots of opportunities to get attacked by wolves and bears. Let's start out Pioneer. I want to pick lowland lakes, and let's do pacifist mode. There are some other advanced settings, but let's do that. Let's just start out with pacifist mode. Nice, easy, relaxed. Let's have fun. Let's build. I invite you if you want to play along. Great. If you just want to watch, that's wonderful. And then what we'll do is we'll do other colonies where we're introducing more challenging aspects. But let's just get a colony started. I want to kind of go over some of the things that I've picked up and learned. And if you're wanting to follow along, great. If you're just watching, wonderful. I'm happy to have you. But let's get started. All right, so we begin. We have to place our town center. They've scouted the area. Before I click confirm, I just want to kind of uh, set up what it is that we need to do. So we're going to be presented with the map, but once we place the town center, the area that we can see is actually going to shrink down. So as it says, it's important to choose a location that's near the resources that I'm going to need to build a successful settlement. So when I do this, I'm looking for water. I'm looking for things that we can hunt, we can forage, a nice flat area. Really looking for trees, stone, all of the early things that we're going to need as we get ready. And if you've watched me play Banished, or if you've played Banished, you know how important it is to get everything ready before that first winter. So that's the reason why I'm just waiting to click confirm. I just wanted to go over that because once we click confirm, uh, we're we're searching. We're working to get this town center down. All right, let's see what we have. So there's a body of water, and I can see some icons for some things. Lots of trees, more icons. I see stone. Look at that. It's a small body of water, but there is a shoal, a fish. Wonderful. I see clay. We're going to need clay at some point. more water, more things that we can forage. So that looks like a really nice area. I see trees. You cannot place town center on a mountain, but a mountain close by is not bad. Now here is a large body of water. Okay, there's fish over there. It's not quite as flat. It's a nice area, but I really think I want to be over here. But it's good to keep that in mind because if we place town center here, that area is not going to be available to us. We're going to have to scout it out. So let's... Now the town center, when you place it, if you'll look, you see how certain things highlight? You would have to clear that first before the town center. So I really want to make sure that I'm placing my town center in an area where I don't have to clear as much. I also want to take a look at water. So I have some water close by, and not water as in lakes or ponds, but underground water for my well. And that's I. F for fertility. So we can do some farms. G is desirability, which really doesn't make a big difference right now. It's the water. I. F fertility. And I want to keep in mind where some of the other things that we saw are. But I think I like this spot. Not a lot to clear. I see some things close by. Let's do here. Yes. Confirm. All right. Housing shortage. We knew that was coming. So the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to start building the town hall. While they are building the town hall, let's go ahead. I want to put down a dirt road, and then I want to go over the user interface briefly. I'm going to want to surround my town hall with a road. Whoops, I don't think that's... There. All right, excellent. That is done. They are going to build that. While they're building that, and if I notice that it gets built before I'm finished, I'm going to pause. But over here, it's going to here's some stats for your city, for your colony, information on if anybody is sick or bedridden. We've got 5 adults, 7 adolescents, so a total of 12 people. 17% of them are educated. Happiness, of course, nobody's really happy right now. We have an 18-month supply of food. When you go up in difficulty, that's going to get less and less. I absolutely love this. So it's mid-spring in year 1, moderate temperature, light breeze, but each one of these blocks here is a month. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So I love that. Great visual representation of the year. The resources, so logs, firewood, wood planks, stone, clay, brick, gold. Over here, automatic building upgrades enabled. Of course, our settings, our speed control. Over here is we can center the camera on town center. The professions, nobody has a profession. As of right now, we have laborers And we have builders, resources. It sometimes takes a while for this to generate our resources. Harvest resources, clear, manage walls, flatten terrain, roads, and set an exploration point. Okay, deer sighted, that's a good thing. All right, so we are just about complete with this. And I don't want to speed up time. Let's enjoy this. Let's click on this wagon and I want to move it over. Let's move it over here. All right, while they're building that, let's get the dirt road. Let's extend the road out just a bit. All right, great. You see it count down. Wonderful. Town center. Let's pause. All right, so we've got our town center, which once we've got the town center, now we can actually begin building things. So let's remember what it is that we're trying to accomplish in year one. We need, of course, we need shelter. Let's go to building. Let's go to housing. So within building, we've got amenities and services, housing, storage, food production, resources, defenses, and we're playing in pacifist mode. We'll have plenty of opportunity to have to worry about fighting, roads and fencing, and decorations. So let's start with housing. We have unlocked a tier 1 shelter. So each shelter can house 4 people. We have 12 people. So let's see that arrow that you can hit tab. And I want to put the house right on the road. So let's do 1, 2, 3. 3 houses. And we can click on the house and let's click priority. The houses are a priority. Let's see, now we're going to need some, if we're doing houses here, let's go ahead and in close proximity, I'm looking for stone. I don't see stone. I see lots of trees, but over here I do see some stone. So right here, let's do this. Let's go to harvest resources. I don't want to worry about berries, bushes, but I do need trees and stone. And you can, with your cursor, you can make a box. Don't want a very large box, but within this box, you see how I'm collecting tree and stone. Great. So, and it's close proximity. We can go ahead and start. So they're going to start building the houses. They're going to work on the road, dirt road, the houses, and they're going to start collecting. While they're doing that, we also need, in addition to shelter, we're going to need water. And of course, we're going to need food. We have an 18-month supply, but that's going to go very quick. So let's take a look. I for water. And you see how the ground is a bit more blue here. So let's first of all, let's draw another road. I like blocks of, okay, let's go to building and let's go to resources, basic well, and let's see what our bonus is. It's not an awesome bonus, it's a 62% bonus. But the other thing I need to be careful of is before they build that well, if I were to put it right there, they have to clear the tree. But there they don't have to clear anything. They can get right to building the well. Okay, so house, well. Alright, so now over here, there's that shoal of fish. I see lots of things that we can forage. Deer, greens. What's here? Hawthorn. Hawthorn. Coal. We don't need coal just yet. So let's get our road. Let's bring the road out just a bit. And actually, let's take the road. Let's take the road out here. Great. So in this corner, I want to keep things close, even though a lot of my resources are out away from. I think in this corner, let's do. It's warning me about a housing shortage. I know. Let's do. So, food production, hunter cabin, forager shack, fishing, crop, smokehouse. The farm is a long-term process. We're going to start a farm, but that's going to take some time. Let's get a forager shack. You see that arrow? Arrow's pointing right towards the road. Otherwise, I would hit tab like this. Tab. Let's put the forager shack there. Let's prioritize it. They're going to build that. I've got a tree right here, but they are clearing. Let's do... Not that. Let's... Resources. So we need to take this... The trees that we cut down. And we need to... And the other thing is... Some things have negative desirability. So you see how that firewood splitter... See how my houses turn red? That outline? They don't like to be close to that. So there's some things we're going to want to keep away from our... Let's do the firewood splitter here. That way we don't have to worry about clearing. Okay. Firewood. Houses are being built. Forager. Right next to the forager. Oh yeah, look, see the deer. Let's do food production. Let's do hunter cabin. And I'm going to show you in just a moment how we can tell them where to go get their resources. Hunter cabin. Prioritize. Okay. There's a shoal of fish. Let's come out a bit. They're going to have to clear. Fishing shack. Tab. All right. Prioritize the fishing shack. Maybe close to my wood splitter. The smokehouse, so that they're going to dry and cure meat and fish. So this is going to extend how long these foods can keep before they spoil. We are going to have spoilage. That's going to happen in the early game, but we're going to try to minimize that. More people await word to join your settlement. Get a 4-month supply of food and 6 houses. Okay, we're gonna have to clear a tree, but that's okay. Let's put the smokehouse here because the smokehouse has negative effect as well. So let's keep the smokehouse. And what's going to happen, you're going to notice that we're going to have housing. People are going to live in an area separate from what I would call an industrial area. Now, we're not going to prioritize it, but let's go ahead and let's get some more housing down. The priority is going to be food production. So let's tab. I want the arrow facing away. So let's put a house here, 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 road. Nice, wonderful. So, all right, now my forager shack is complete. Let's zoom out. Do you see that yellow circle? My forager is going to work within this area. So there are greens here, hawthorn. So let's click on this. And when you move it around, you see how it starts to light up. So right now there are 2 things that can be foraged, but I noticed when I move over here, it starts to pick up 3 things. Where can we get the most benefit? I do like the concept of greens. So that might be... So I can only collect 2 things, but a lot of greens for over here. Oh, look at that. There. 4 items. So let's click right in there. And the forager is going to work within that area. Hunter. Now where was the deer? Deer is right there. So the hunter may already be in that area. Click on the hunter. No, the hunter is just a bit outside. So let's click on and let's put the deer right inside of that area. Okay, so now we've got that. We've got a priority set there. I set it as priority, but it looks like they're working on the house. But that's fine. Got our smokehouse. They're clearing. Always make sure that you remember to check to make sure, see how a lot of the trees have been cleared. You don't want to run into a situation where they don't have anything to do. I'm going to deselect stone. Because what I want to highlight, primarily trees. Let's do right around here. Let's get more trees. We are really close to this fish. Yes, fish. All right, click on that. You see how it's not even over water. So let's click this. And I want to go over here to where that shoal of fish is. And you see how it shows my bonus. So that's a great... All right. So we now have a forager. What's wrong? No firewood. No firewood. It's coming. We have a forager. We have a hunter. We have a fisher. We have set where they are going to be foraging, hunting, and fishing. We have a firewood being built. Let's prioritize it. Smokehouse. Prioritize it. Settlement requires additional housing to support a larger population. Whoops. I will accept immigrants, but I'm right now I really just want to get this set up. Now you noticed, if you think about when we first started, we could see a much larger area. That's why I was talking about once you place town center. But if you'll remember, over here and down was a large body of water. So we know that. But that's why it's so good to get an idea and kind of remember. I don't do a lot of rotating. I try to stay, if you think about it, we were looking like this. Once you start rotating and then place, then you kind of lose track of where things are. I would love to find some blueberry. Clay deposit. Coal. So let's do this. There are 3 directions. So I want to explore out here. So over to the far right, set exploration point. And let's set that there. Now, if you try to set an exploration point and it won't set, that's an immediate indication that it's water. For example, let's try to set an exploration point here. It doesn't do it. So that's a hint that it's water. But let's kind of come over here. Set one there. And let's set one. I want to gradually start working my way in that direction. So we have 3 exploration points. And when somebody goes to explore it, it's going to expand out our area that we can work with. Wonderful. We have firewood splitter. They're going to start working on our smokehouse. So we'll start getting firewood out to our houses. It is mid-autumn. So if we're counting, so April, May, June, July. So it's August. I really love this feature. We've got a good amount of stone. Where is how are we doing with our well? Our well is complete. The indicators just went off, so they've got firewood. Our fisher. So hunter cabin. Bertana. There's Bertana. She's hunting. Or she's about to start hunting. Forager. Orena. 24 years old. And Homar is fishing. Adolos is my wood splitter. So in this house, we have Iba. Ladretta, Imala. There's Attalus, Falk, and Asteria. Pretty name. Ribala, or Rabala. Thorman. Oh, that's another nice name. Homar, Bertana, Orina, and Deming, or Deming. We've got to catch up with our wood splitting, which will happen. We'll be fine. If I go to my resources, these are my resources. You can also see it from here as well. I want to start thinking about, let's see, fertility. Let's draw a road. Let's do a road here. It looks like a great area for a farm. Let's connect it. Okay. The one thing that I like to do to make sure that is you kind of go back to buildings, and it's a nice reminder. So we're going to need a graveyard. We've got 6 houses down, or we're in the process of doing 6 houses. Stockyard, so we'll put down a stockyard. We've got hunter, we've got forager, fishing, smokehouse. We're going to work on farms soon. Resources, firewood, a well. It's just, this is a real good way of kind of keeping up with. So we need a graveyard and we need the stockyard. A little early. I don't think we're going to lose anybody yet, but disease will happen. Oh, more deer. So I think this is also going to be a good spot we're going to work on and we got a body of water. So let's run a road out there. Can I get the road a little bit further? Nope. All right, let's go here. We're not going to need it yet, but I don't want to be caught off guard. Graveyard. And we also needed a stockyard. Let's move this again over here. Stockyard. This is a place where we can put extra logs, stone, and wood planks, because as of right now, it's limited where we can put that. So and you'll notice it does not have an impact on desirability. So this is a wonderful place. I don't see an arrow, but I still like to rotate it so that entrance, if you can see it, that entrance is facing the road. Let's put it right there. We are in winter, guys. We're in winter. I don't see any indication that we're out of anything that we need. We've got firewood. Just a few trees left in that area. I don't want to mess up. Let's harvest some trees. Let's stay relatively close. Okay. Now you'll notice there will be times in the winter everybody will go indoors. So don't panic. They're just sheltering for a while. We are going to want to address there are deer here. More resources, water, greens. I don't want to speed up time. I don't want to rush through this, especially if somebody is following along. All right, we've got some people back outside chopping. Let's go ahead and make preparation. Over here. Building food production. Let's put down another hunter right on the road and in a way where we don't have to clear, and maybe across the road. Forager. See the arrow is pointing away from the road. Tab, tab. Right on the road. And as soon as you see how our light, see this bubble? That's been some exploration, and look, willow bush. We're going to need willow soon. Oh, blueberry bush. All right. Let's set another exploration point a bit further out. And let's see, where's my forager? Right next to the forager. I want to do a road. All right. Let's go over here. Now, blueberry, that's the one thing that I can actually transport. So let's click on blueberry, click here, and let's relocate. It's going to be hard to do this in the snow. Let's see, right here. So they're going to go out and they're going to get that blueberry bush and they're going to relocate it. And over time, we're just going to try to get as many blueberry bushes as possible and relocate them. Ah, we have survived winter. 2 new villagers have immigrated. We've got a new villager born, and we are in year number 2. Excellent. See our indicator here? Excellent. We survived our first year. I want to work on a farm. I want to continue on with good. Our graveyard is complete. And we need to work on... Let's go ahead and prioritize that. that. Anything else I need to prioritize that I haven't? Did we prioritize? And the stockyard. So we have ourselves a very, very modest beginnings here. We started out with 12 people, 12 colonists. We are now up to 15, 7 adults, 7 adolescents, and an infant. Somebody has had a child. Wonderful. Wonderful. Got thunder. We have a nice 15-month look, 4 months of food spoilage. That is part of it. There's not much that can be done about that, at least right now. Moving into year 2. Oh, did you see him shoot the bow? Carcass. Excellent. Spring thunderstorm. Stockyard is finished. Wonderful. We have had a very good first year. Very good first year. We're off to a great start. So, our year number 2, we want to continue to expand on making sure that we are nicely prepared for our second winter. We want to begin the process of farms, and that takes a while. Farming is not quick. You know, we can go right out and start collecting um, greens and herbs. We can start fishing immediately. But farming takes a while. But that's something we're going to work on. We're going to have ourselves set up nicely with more resource gathering. Is that my blueberry bush? Blueberry bush. Wonderful. And we will continue on, but this was year 1. We're moving well. Actually, we're actually 2 months into year 2. So, but I hope this has been helpful. If you're playing along, if you're just relaxing with me and watching, I hope you've enjoyed this. We will see you next time as we continue on with year 2 of Farthest Frontier.